We're in Ames, Iowa at Torrent Brewing Company. Am I saying that right, Andy?
Yep, correct.
Andy is the owner of the joint. So this is the guy to ask all the probing questions to. And believe me, you're in the hot seat right now, my friend.
I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Yeah, you really shouldn't. So Torrent Brewing Company, how long has this place been around?
We've been open just over 2 years.
Okay.
Yep. February 19th, we celebrated our 2nd anniversary.
Well, can I say happy anniversary?
Yeah, thank you.
I'll
Thank
be
you
doing
very
a
much.
cheers with you a little bit later on. But the name, Torrent, when I see you guys at festivals, when I hear people rave about your beers, that word Torrent, it makes me think of Blazing Saddles, but where does the word come from?
So Torrent is sort of a little bit of a kick in the pants to Ames because we have the Skunk River and Squaw Creek they go through. And growing up in the area and going to high school in the area, I've gotten 2 tetanus shots so I could go help a sandbag. So Torrent is a rush or a deluge or a flood of water that comes through. So.
And that's a much better name for a brewery than the Tetanus Shot Brewing Company.
Yeah, much better.
Nobody would go to that,
No.
no matter how good the beer is. And the beer is delicious here, but we'll get to that.
Sure, thanks.
So I want to know how you got the idea. How did you get started? How did this place become?
Sure. Started about 12 years ago. Actually, the cliche brewing on a pot on our stove. Electric stove, we still got the pot in the back.
You've watched enough episodes of the show to know that that's a cliche.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
and
it's always great to meet a fan.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Sammy Adams isn't the only unique one that's got that story.
Right. So you started out home brewing.
Yeah, started out home brewing for just over 9 years.
Okay.
And then just like I think deep down inside, every home brewer has sort of that little inclination or thought in the back of their head, I could do this. And we have a homebrew club that meets here at the Ames Brewers League. And I've told them before that I think the only thing that differentiated myself from them is we were just crazy enough to jump off the cliff. So we had a little hop farm out just west of town that every year we have. Every year we had probably about 100 people come out and help pick hops, and then as homebrewers, I would homebrew.
Can I just say that sounds horrible? These are friends of yours. Harvesting hops is backbreaking, terrible work.
The thing is, I think every year it was different people because if you get anyone come out repeated years, then they're insane.
Right,
they're
that's
insane.
a crazy person. Right.
But so we I would just homebrew and give them samples, and quench their thirst in the heat.
So you've got people willing to work in the heat harvesting hops for your beer. That's really the biggest endorsement I've ever heard of.
Yeah, so we did that for probably 5 years.
Okay.
And then I started planning of this place, and so here we are today.
Let's talk about this place. This place was not built originally to be a brewery.
No, well,
I'm assuming.
I feel the roots of it are, the guts of it are.
No, it's a beautiful facility.
Yeah. This actually used to be an old Ford dealership.
Okay.
It used to be Matison's Ford here in town. They did away with
old Ford dealership, meaning they sold Fords years ago, or they only sold old Fords?
They sold Fords years ago.
That makes more sense, because I don't know why. Yeah, that makes more sense.
So they had the lot out north here, and then after a certain period of time, I think it was in the mid-90s, they did away with the dealership, and it was just a body paint shop. And then after a while, that went away, and the building sat empty for probably 7 years or so, collecting dust.
The different styles of beer that you make, Andy. What do you make here? What's the go-to?
We have 3 staples.
Okay.
We have a blonde ale we call Snipe Hunt. That's the beer that that's as close as option or version of the beer everyone's told to drink as they're growing up before they discover craft beer.
Sure.
And then we have our classic version of IPA, our Tornadic IPA. And then we have what you're drinking is our Midnight Milk Stout.
Right. A lot of times when we do these shots, they fill the beer all the way up so it looks really nice. Neither one of us could wait. Usually we do the interview and there's a full beer. I'm sorry, and usually we do this sampling at the end of the interview. I couldn't wait because this is fantastic. This milk stout.
Thank you very much.
This is called Midnight
Milk Stout. Yep. We had those 3 beers sort of rise to the top of, we needed some staples. Everything can't be a one-off.
Right.
There has to be something regular that regulars come in or people come in and know is going to be on. They know it's there, but then what else is there?
Don't you find that that's one of the things that you guys in the craft beer scene have to deal with is people always want something new.
Yeah, absolutely.
But at the same time, people need to know what they're going to the place to get.
People want something new,
right?
And they also develop their favorites,
right?
And then they want that to be on all the time. So there's definitely.
So how much of that do you deal with, where it's like, I tried this beer here last time I was here, and I'm furious that it's not
all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
It is what it is. What can you do?
That's going to be the nature of our place, especially where we're so small. We're a 3-barrel system, so every time we brew, it's only 6 kegs of beer.
Right.
And you can blow through that in a snap.
Right now, you're enjoying your
this
IPA.
This is actually one of our newer IPAs. Yeah,
IPA.
This is a red IPA called Red Route.
Okay.
And Red Route, that's one thing, our names just come on a whim. Some are really planned. But Red Route is actually the Cyride bus route that goes from campus to downtown. It's just something that connects us back to the community.
Right.
But it's naming a beer. Sometimes there's something logical. Sometimes it's some Greek god that just popped in your head, and
What's your favorite name that you've come up with?
Favorite name.
Doesn't have to be your favorite beer, just your favorite name.
The favorite name was probably it was with assistance of my son.
Okay.
Which actually
How old's your son?
Today's his birthday, April Fool's Day. He's 6.
Happy birthday.
It's Quadrosaurus Rex, and
Quadrosaurus
Rex.
Yeah,
he actually drew a T-Rex for us. And added a couple extra arms and legs and some weird stuff and painted it purple. It's actually a Belgian quad that we do. So we just try to keep a variety. We always keep a variety. Then we have a Citra Pale funnel cloud coming on, and then we'll be transitioning more into spring with some like a Hefeweizen, German Hefeweizen that's got a lot of banana and clove character into it.
So you've got the Tornadic. And you've got what was the
Tornadic, Aries, Pomona, Funnel Cloud.
But the Funnel Cloud, I get it.
We sort of played off that a little bit.
No, I get it. No, I think that's smart. The beer is delicious. Andy, thanks so much for having us to this beautiful place again.
Awesome.
Torrent Brewing Company. They don't sell old Fords anymore. They sell some of the best beer you're going to find in Central Iowa. Thank you again.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Couldn't wait to do it at the end of the segment.
Cheers.
Had to do it throughout. Cheers to you, Andy. Thank you.
Next on Brewed, a little further down the road to Boone, Iowa, where this foxy red is really turning heads.